Support for the Leadoff on WGLT and WGLT.org comes from the Central Illinois Regional Airport. The airport team strives to make air travel accessible to all through the Sunflower program, allowing individuals to self-identify when they need more assistance. More on the Hidden Disability Sunflower program at CIRA.com.
McLean County moves closer to changing how behavioral health spending recommendations are made. It's one of the things you need to know to start your day for Wednesday, July 10th. I'm Ryan Denham, and this is WGLT's The Leadoff. Now let's lead off with an update ahead of the McLean County Board meeting tomorrow. WGLT's Melissa Ellen shares what's on the agenda.
A McLean County Board vote Thursday could change how behavioral health spending recommendations are made to the board. The board's executive committee approved a proposal to make the current behavioral health advisory body independent of the board and create a smaller subset of that group, which will take over spending recommendations. The same proposal would also remove the county board's oversight of the community's mental health action plan. County Board Vice Chair Elizabeth Johnston endorsed giving the would-be independent Behavioral Health Coordinating Council the power to update and change the county's mental health action plan without county board approval. She says the council has qualified mental health experts on it for a reason.
I would feel very comfortable with that and allowing them to kind of run their area.
Also on the agenda for Thursday's full county board meeting is a proposed agreement to use opioid settlement funds to hire an opioid prevention coordinator through Chestnut Health Systems. It's the first time the county will use money from the opioid settlement. County Administrator Cassie Taylor says there's a group of people brainstorming how best to use the dollars over the next several years. The county will receive over $2 million total.
This is only one tool in the toolbox that we'll be using to try to address opioid use and abuse in our community.
County officials, including Taylor, have been wanting to get an opioid prevention specialist since last year. For The Leadoff, I'm Melissa Ellen.
Here's some other stories we're following in the WGLT newsroom. Governor J.B. Pritzker is renewing his wholehearted support for President Joe Biden's re-election bid, while also not ruling out his own potential White House run. After a damaging and spiritless debate against Republican Donald Trump, Biden insists he's not dropping out of the race. But it has not quelled talk of Pritzker and others becoming possible replacements. And yesterday, Pritzker would not rule out that possibility if Biden ends his candidacy. A pending legal case in McLean County seeks to answer whether auto insurance policies will cover incidents that involve electronic bicycles, or e-bikes. The case involves Michelle Peck, whose husband Adam died after being struck by an e-bike back in 2022 on the Illinois State University campus. Bloomington attorney Jim Ginsky says Michelle Peck's claim was denied by State Farm. The company has declined to comment. And the Bloomington City Council is expected to consider a new tax increment financing district in the downtown area later this month. The city is also working on an agreement with District 87, which has expressed some concerns about TIFs, which divert any new taxes generated by an increase in property values back into the redevelopment of that area. You can find more on these stories at WGLT.org. Illinois Republicans are preparing to head to Milwaukee for next week's Republican National Convention, where they'll nominate Donald Trump to be the party's official nominee for president. The state party now appears to be in lockstep with their presidential pick, even though Trump has lost twice in Illinois. An intense infighting recently cost the Illinois GOP's leader his job. As Alex Degnan reports, the next week will likely feature some tough discussions on where the Illinois Republican Party hopes to go.
Trump delegate Kent Gray has more than 200 presidential Christmas cards.
That's the JFK one, the year he died. So they actually got delivered like the day before he left for Dallas.
Wow. The attorney from an upscale suburb of Springfield has been a political junkie most of his life and a name in local Republican circles for some time. He ran Trump's Illinois and Missouri campaigns in 2016 until he booked a Trump rally at UIC in Chicago that was overrun with protesters.
My name's on the contract for the UIC rally/riot, which was pretty wild. I was up at that one.
Trump never showed up. Gray has lost several races in local, state, and national politics, but he was a John McCain delegate in 2008 and an alternate for Trump in 2016. Voters this year selected him and 50 others to be Trump delegates, and he loves it.
You know, a lot of people follow sports, a lot of people follow, TV shows, a lot of people follow all kinds of different stuff. Kind of my interest is politics. And being a delegate to the National Convention is a whole lot of fun because you get to see basically everybody shows up to speak to the entire assembled masses.
But Gray is attending the RNC at a time of turmoil for the Illinois Republican Party. Its chairman, Don Tracy, said he's resigning after the convention because his fellow Republicans would rather fight each other than Democrats. The party has been in the superminority in Springfield for years and hasn't held a statewide office since Bruce Rauner was governor. Steve Bollage thinks the Illinois GOP has been compromising away conservative values to try winning elections. He says it's not working, and the grassroots folks are tired of it.
We feel like we've been pushed to the edge of a cliff. There's nothing to compromise anymore for us. So any kind of compromise for us becomes, well, we might as well just jump off the cliff.
Bollage lists off a number of grievances, like illegal immigration and perceived special rights for the LGBTQ community. His positions on those reflect the National Republican Party's platform, but Republicans have lost ground in Illinois lately, partly because of the stark divide on issues like that. But Bollage thinks there's plenty for the party to build on, given strong agreements on kitchen table issues like public safety and high taxes.
I haven't had anybody say that they like the idea of all these illegals coming in. I haven't had anybody say that they're happy about the spending that's going on, because whether you're a Republican or Democrat, J.B. Pritzker's spending money like water.
Regardless of Trump's poor performance in past Illinois elections, Bollage can't wait to nominate Trump once again.
I am super excited. I'm waiting to see what this is all about, because I don't know. But I'm assuming that I'll meet a lot of very interesting people.
Bollage is a diehard Trump supporter, and he's also a supervisor in Homer Township in Will County. After a New York jury convicted Trump of falsifying business records, he raised an upside-down American flag in front of the township's administration headquarters last month. But he put it right side up when people got angry. Kent Gray, the Springfield area attorney, isn't making predictions about the future of the party, but he is sure about a few things next week.
We will get together and we will have a vote on making Donald Trump the presidential nominee, and whoever he picks for vice president is the vice presidential nominee. And we'll have a lot of networking and a few cold beverages and probably some fun in Milwaukee and a whole lot of hot air from politicians speaking for 4 days.
I'm Alex Degman.
Before we let you go, Central Illinois folk musician Megan Maroney performs tonight in the Uptown Normal Circle. The showtime is 6 o'clock. That's it for today. I'm Ryan Dedham. The show is produced by Lou Warner. You can subscribe to the Leadoff on the NPR app or wherever you listen.